Hello, everyone. Welcome to Reaction Shots for September 2022. This month, we are talking about FMVs, baby. FMVs. Full motion video. So we're breaking from format a little bit here. We're actually kind of talking about Bibio games. A little bit, sort of. But they're movies, too. Everything counts if you're not a hard ass.
Everyone counts. No one quits. No, what is it? Everyone something. No one quits.
We either live together or we die alone.
Talking about the Rico's Roughnecks.
I haven't seen that.
Starship Troopers.
I know what it is, but I haven't seen it.
You haven't seen Starship Troopers?
I've seen Starship Troopers.
Yeah, it's in.
I haven't seen the cartoon Rico's Roughnecks.
It's in Starship Troopers.
Oh, I've seen Starship Troopers like 80 times.
It's in there. It's what.
I don't remember, though.
Yeah,
that light keeps falling down. It's bothering me. It's off camera.
If you hadn't seen Starship Troopers, we would have stopped this and gone to watch it right now.
Watch it right now. Podcast is apparently shooting late tonight, so I'm stuck here forever. But no, I have seen Starship Troopers. We're doing behind the scenes tier this month. Hey, everyone in the behind the scenes watching us live. That's $20 and up on Patreon. The Film Club is $7 and up on Patreon. I really love everybody in there. Thank you all for being in there. That gets you in on the discussion. That's from where I pull the discussion questions. Mm-hmm. Well, I write the questions. I read the answers in the show.
Excellent.
Yeah. So yeah, we're talking about full motion video. Honestly, one of my favorite things in games. It's so yeah, I love it. It's so like chintzy and weird, and it's wonderful.
I have a very limited.
Thanks for being on the show.
Very limited, yeah. very limited expertise with FMV games.
Are those lights just not on for this show?
Something's botched. Something is botched.
Oh, I just never turned on these lights, I think.
Got it. You've been dealing with a lot of shit this morning. It's kind of a chaotic day. Yeah, it's a chaotic day.
We go.
Nice.
There we go. Oh, half the lights weren't even on.
Nice. Just getting started here.
This is staying in.
Hell yeah.
This may not surprise you, but I'm leaving this in the episode.
I like how they like flicker on.
Yeah, they flicker on. I actually incorporated that into Mysterious Monsters because the lights flicker when they turn off. So I made it like, oh, the power in the lab is shutting down.
Hell yeah.
Anyways, so yeah. Before we get into the main topic, we have a what did you see lately? What have you seen lately?
So much shit. Best year ever. Best year ever of TV.
Oh, yeah?
In the history of television. I don't really see any movies anymore. I don't have anyone to go with. I wanted to see Nope and Barbarian and shit, but I missed them, so.
Elise told me she went and saw Barbarian and liked it.
Because it had a 93% on Rotten Tomatoes, so everyone is like, oh man, just gotta see this movie.
Why do you hate everything? Like,
I hate Rotten Tomatoes.
You hate when people don't.
Because I went to go to the movie.
You hate when they do go to see the thing.
I was actually in the area, and I almost was gonna see it. Because I was like, dude, I got free time. Then you saw
a group of
other
people saying, "I heard this movie's good."
It was a Wednesday at like 3 p.m. and it was like a sold out show, and I was like, "What the fuck?" There's Rotten Tomatoes. Good for them.
Good for them.
Good for them.
Make that money.
Make that money. But
Alamo Draft
it fucked me. Because I didn't get to see it.
Go see it at a different time.
Yeah, I don't know.
He's over it.
Yeah, that was it. That was my shot. That's with movie theaters now. That's how it is kind of. It's like, yo,
Nope is still in theaters, by the way.
There's one.
Alamo's got it.
There's one showing a day by my house. It's like at 10 p.m.
Alamo's got it.
And I've been like too tired and shit, so.
I can't get a read on if you love or hate the Alamo now. Because
Last time was excellent. Last time was excellent.
Yeah.
I loved it.
Yeah.
Best year of all time for TV. House of the Dragon fucking rips. And
really?
I literally count down every goddamn minute until fucking Sunday at 6 p.m. Because it's the best.
As we learned in the little pre-show, in the behind the scenes tier, you synchronize your watch to the atomic clock daily.
Yeah. The doomsday clock has moved forward 1 minute.
Your clock just it did again?
No, I'm just talking about Watchmen.
Oh. Well, dude, the doomsday clock is like, it's at like 12:59 or whatever, like 11:59 and 59 seconds. Like, they think we're going to die any second, that clock.
House of the Dragon is amazing because it's small scale and intimate and just incredibly acted. And
My friend hates that and loves Lord of the Rings, Rings of Power.
love Lord of the Rings, Rings of Power. Rings of Power is incredible as well. Galadriel hype.
I gotta watch it. I haven't
It
seen
is. Both of these shows are so good. Like every week, I am just waiting and counting down the days. I really like them because they're small scale right now. They're like, especially House of the Dragon is about like 4 people in one place, like
Good.
basically. So, and then Lord of the Rings as well. It's like picking up obviously, but it still feels like focused and intimate and. You know,
They got Celebrimbor in there yet?
Celebrimbor.
Celebrimbor.
Celebrimbor has revealed himself. I will say that. I will say that. Yeah.
I just love Celebrimbor because of you.
Because the damn games.
Because you.
Celebrimbor.
Because of you just yelling Celebrimbor all the time. I'm like, what are you saying?
Brad too. We love yelling it.
Yeah.
It makes me want to. Oh my God. Every time I watch an episode, I want to play the old Shadow of Mordor games. I'm just like, ah.
Did you see the news?
No.
I sent you the news.
I didn't see it.
I just saw it, like moments before filming, so I didn't even have time to read the whole article. They've greenlit a sequel series to Blade Runner 2049 on Amazon. Blade Runner 2099.
Dude, who's involved? Anyone known yet?
Scott Free production company,
Okay.
Alcon, I think. Like, I hope it's good.
I hope it's good. Yo, TV's good right now.
Amazon's
it should be
just
good.
puking money all over the damn
should
place
be
while
good.
HBO guts itself and throws itself onto a highway.
Insane. Best year of all time for TV. So those both are on. Watching
Yeah.
She-Hulk as well. That's on.
I haven't seen it yet.
Delightful.
Okay. I
It's-
gotta watch it.
In my opinion, you know, I don't want to get into it. I hate getting into the MCU nowadays. It's just out of control.
Yeah, you
to
hate
me,
everything, yeah.
To me,
Famously hateful person.
oh yeah. I don't
Yeah.
like any games, any movies, any shows at all. Everything sucks.
Yeah.
Everything has just been like swimming in sevens, which is fine.
This
to
is how I feel all
Yeah,
the time.
yeah. That to me is phase 4 in a nutshell. Is like swimming in sevens. Like whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Black Widow was chill.
Black Widow's my favorite.
I liked Black Widow.
Dude, Black Widow to me is a 10. It's one of my top 5 MCU movies of all time. Don't at me. Thank
Don't
you very
at
much. She-Hulk is cool. I think it helps because it's like kind of structured anthology style where it's like, yeah, there's a narrative going through, but like every episode still kind of feels like its own standalone thing.
Okay.
So it like doesn't take itself too seriously because of that. Whereas like, you know, Moon Knight and Winter Soldier and stuff is like each episode is like ramping up, gearing towards something, and this is kind of just like it's just chill, you know. It's Jennifer Walters just being a lawyer and like dealing with She-Hulk stuff, and it's like last episode I was like laughing out loud because it was actually funny. So
does Matt Murdock show up? Don't tell me.
I'm not saying anything.
Don't tell me. He's a lawyer, you know.
Yeah.
Best
year of all time for TV. Cobra Kai's on as well right now.
Sophia
it doesn't
loved
stop. It doesn't stop. I've watched this season specifically. It feels deep, rich colors. It feels deep and rich. Like previous Cobra Kai seasons, I would like not necessarily binge at all, but I would watch multiple episodes.
Yeah.
This season, I watch one at a time, and I'm like, dude, I'm good. Like, stop. Like, come back later tonight or tomorrow. So I like it because each episode feels really full. And it's like hard R this season. It's like violent.
Whoa.
And like, dude, a couple F-bombs are getting dropped.
Oh,
like,
really?
Yeah.
I thought they were always swearing.
Yeah.
Did it start as a YouTube thing and then Netflix like bought it?
Yeah, it was on YouTube for seasons 1 and 2, I believe.
Okay.
Definitely season 1. Pretty sure season 2. And then, Netflix.
Okay.
So good.
You can't swear on YouTube.
Can you?
Yeah. Yes.
I mean, if you were like a
this is on
YouTube official
YouTube.
show, though.
Oh, yeah.
You probably just have to put
I
it
don't
behind
know.
like the age
Yeah,
or whatever. Best year of all time for TV. Sandman!
Sandman was sick!
Sandman hype. Watched that too.
I'm so glad that you liked Sandman. I loved it. I loved it.
Yo, ASMR, his voice.
Oh my God.
Dude, his voice.
Yeah.
I'm a casual, so I did like the first half more. It's a little more traditional, you know, straightforward, kind of like on a quest type thing.
Yeah.
You know, he has a mission.
Yeah.
I'm not going to spoil anything. But then the second half is kind of like
My favorite part
really
here,
introspective.
my favorite part
yeah.
in the books
Yeah.
is actually the next part after season 1.
Cool.
Where season 1 ended.
Cool.
They tease it at the end. I'm not going to say specifically,
Okay.
but like
Hell yeah.
that's my favorite part, the favorite book.
Are they going to do another season? I'm scared.
Who
I'm
knows?
scared.
Netflix, who knows? It's like their
Yeah.
number one show for weeks.
Yeah.
And they're still just like, and yet
Please.
they'll renew like some crappy teen drama
Yeah,
that costs like
yeah.
$4 like before it's even premiered.
Yeah. 3 season, like,
Yeah.
immediate order.
Yeah, it's just
Yeah.
like cool it, guys. Like
Please, more Sam. I have not watched the bonus episode. That's the only one. But
it's nice.
Cool.
It's nice.
Yeah, I finished the.
It's a 2-part, like 2 different little vignettes.
Nice.
The first part is fine. The second part I think they did really well.
Nice. And then lastly, I wanted to give a quick shout out. When I had COVID, I watched A League of Their Own, the TV show.
Lesbian Instagram is going crazy.
LG, I was just fuck yes, because I don't
I
have.
haven't watched it yet.
I have. Oh my god, validation, vindication. Yeah, because I was like, is this? I'm not LGBTQ, so I don't know. But like when I finished it, I was like, fucking LGBTQ showcase. Showcase.
Finally.
Yeah, like showpiece, dude. It is so good. Such good characters in this show.
We needed the win. Yeah.
I literally watched all 8 episodes in one sitting.
Damn.
The whole show. I had COVID, so I was like fucking
Sure,
incapacitated.
sure, yeah.
But I watched the entire thing in one go.
Here's my thing.
Loved it.
When does it take place?
The 40s.
Okay.
Yeah.
I always get nervous about, and this is part of why I didn't get into Maisel and stuff too,
Yeah.
and certainly not Handmaid's Tale, where it's just like stuff about the oppression of women and like trying to make it in a man's world.
Yeah.
It just stresses me out so much because I'm like, it just makes me depressed because I'm like, we're still doing this.
Yeah.
We're by and large, like it's better, but like we're still dealing with it.
Yeah.
And so it's just like,
slow progress.
yeah, so like watching a show in the 40s where I'm like, that happened to me 2 days ago. Like, you know?
Straight up.
It just
I get
stresses
that.
me out. But yeah, like my therapist was talking about it.
Nice.
All of Instagram, like everything I
Yeah.
see is like, this girl was like, proud lesbian daughter because her dad was just like watching it on his own and he was
Yeah.
like, yeah, he's like into it.
Nice.
She like came in and he was watching it, you know?
Yes.
So yeah, apparently I should watch it.
I really liked it. It was really good. Really, really good.
I gotta see it.
Yeah. And it's only 8 episodes. So.
I've been watching, Sophia's been putting on this thing by this YouTuber called Billiam.
Billy.
It's like two videos, but like a 3-hour one and like a 6-hour one talking about Lost.
Oh, yeah. You told
So
me,
it
yes.
feels like I've been rewatching Lost.
Yes.
Kind of awesome, these videos. It's sort of like lets you feel like you're rewatching Lost without having
Tell
to
us-
sit through Lost.
Tell us one thing Billiam taught you that you did not know about
Oh,
Lost.
man.
Give us one insight.
Lots of stuff. Well, he's using like interviews of Damon Lindelof talking like after the fact.
Got
And
it.
so like I'm learning a lot from those where it's
Okay.
just like, yeah, JJ had a bunch of ideas in the mystery box and then he's like, they've got a hatch and they're trying the whole season to get into the hatch. And then in the last episode, they open the hatch and Damon's like, okay, cool. What's in the hatch? And he's like, I don't know. You'll figure it out. And it's just like,
Classic
cool.
J.J. Abrams.
And it's just nice that he's like talking
my
candidly about
God.
it like later. Yeah.
Yo, the hatch.
But it's apparently like, I didn't know. I learned from Billiam that it started as like a pet project by this one crazy ABC executive and like nobody wanted to make it. And they were like this island show. And it like started off as like a different thing where it was
So
like they wanted
cool.
it to be like a fictional survivor and like just straight up serious like drama on an island, no weird shit.
Yeah.
And like they did like a bunch of drafts and everyone hated it. They were
Yeah.
like, this is terrible. And so then Damon Lindelof got brought in and like they were all thinking it was a dead end project, but Damon just wanted a gig on Alias.
Yeah.
So he was like, sure, I'll give it a shot. And then it like, you know, became a sensation. But like
Sick.
they made the 2-part pilot without having like any real idea of anything. I mean, I think they thought about like some stuff, like
Yeah.
overarching stuff that I won't say, but like, yeah, I don't know. It's wild.
Hell yeah.
We
I'll never
watched-
forget watching that with my family. The pilot.
Oh yeah.
So iconic.
Oh, it was a sensation.
Yep.
I actually got to it late, but like, oh man,
Yeah.
lost the zeitgeist, dude.
Hell yeah.
We rewatched GoldenEye,
Yeah, we did.
and that was a real blast.
Such good, like, so many computers nowadays, like CG stuff. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay.
Like everything, like so.
I was like, where are we going?
Yeah,
here?
just the movies just felt so like natural and like raw and gritty and just like. I just love when they're on location and not on a fucking green screen, you know, a sound stage. Like
I'm really
they're
burning
walking
out.
in the streets.
Yeah. Really burning out on the Disney volume stage.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, really burning out on it.
Yeah, really burning out on it.
Zero hype for Andor. I'm like, just
The Gilroys,
do new Star Wars, please.
Tony Gilroy involved, like everyone writing and directing
Like, it could be
Andor
cool. I hope it's cool.
is good.
I hope it's good.
There's 24 episodes already committed.
Holy crap.
Isla, isn't that fucking insane? 2 12-episode seasons already locked.
Wow. That's
Yeah.
longer than like all the other stuff?
For the show that no one asked for.
Yeah.
It'll probably be amazing. No one asked for Better Call Saul, really.
True.
We know what happened there.
No one asked for Obi-Wan and it was not good. Or Boba Fett and it was not good.
Yeah. Hey, people were asking for Boba. We always
People
wanted
were
a
asking for
Fett
Boba
thing.
Fett and we
Yeah.
were wrong. We were wrong to ask. We were wrong.
Who would do a sick, like, Tarantino was talking about doing a Star Trek movie a while ago, remember?
Yeah,
What
yeah.
about a Boba Fett Tarantino movie?
Jeez. I wouldn't want him to get honestly, I
Stay
wouldn't
away,
wish
stay
that
away from
upon
it. Yeah.
him. Yeah.
You're so right.
Like they wouldn't
You're
let
so
him
right.
they wouldn't let him do his thing, you know?
Yeah.
Like with Spider-Man, Raimi, you know, Doctor Strange
Yeah.
2, whatever, the Raimi stuff.
Yeah.
I was actually shocked the amount of Raimi he
Sure.
got to be, you
Yeah.
know?
'Cause
But
I
it was still like sanitized and
Yeah.
Disneyified and
I feel like you could, it's so funny, Doctor Strange, because you can see, okay, oh, Raimi, you want to do this here? All right.
Yeah,
You can have
exactly,
this. You can have this.
exactly.
You like see the exact parts.
Yeah. They're like, you want to speed up the camera? No.
So good.
What the hell else have I watched? Obviously, I loved The Sandman. I've read most of the series.
Read nothing. Great entry point for.
It's
the
a phenomenal.
uninitiated, Yeah.
Like they honestly,
Yeah.
I know some people were raising a stink about the changes, but like honestly, I think they just made it better.
Yeah.
They updated it for a modern era.
Yeah.
And just kind of like smoothed out the edges. And they made it make a little more sense for TV. Like
Yeah.
an adaptation, you have to change things. Like the Corinthian in the book is kind of just like, eh. And he's like fucking incredible in the show.
Shout out to Boyd Holbrook. Literally being a 10 out of 10 every single time I see the guy in a movie. Every single time.
Is he the Corinthian?
Yes.
Yeah.
And he's in Logan.
Perfect casting for that guy. For the Corinthian.
The Predator is one of the worst movies ever, but like he was good in it. Like he's
I haven't
always
seen that.
awesome.
That's the only
dude.
Predator movie I think I haven't seen.
Skip.
Yeah, that's what I've heard.
Yeah.
I liked Prey.
Hell yeah.
Shut up, Bloodworth.
Yeah. Bloodworth. Expectations. Bloodworth. I want to. Speaking of Sandman, I want to at the end of the year, because I don't want to Hill House anyone.
Yeah.
Because like the end of the year, I want to go over like the best episodes of the year.
What do you mean you don't want a Hill House?
Because I don't want to say which episode it is.
Oh, I see what you're
Yeah.
saying. I see what you're saying.
But I want to go over some of the best episodes of the year. Because Sandman has a really good one. Stranger Things had a really good one.
Stranger Things was pretty
Dude,
cool.
Sandman had one of the best episodes I've seen. Like
Which
ever.
one?
I'm not gonna say anything. Well, offline.
Hold the number up under the table. And now I'm trying to remember which one that is.
We talked about it.
We'll talk about it later.
We
I don't
talked
remember.
about
I
it.
watched the show when it came out, not 3 months later. It's old news to me. It's like Elden Ring.
Elden Ring came out 14 years ago.
Yeah, Elden Ring came out in 1997. I probably saw some other stuff. I just don't remember.
It'll come.
I saw Nope. That was cool.
I'm jealous.
I saw.
Atlantis Tonight.
Yeah, I gotta
Atlantis
see-
Tonight. All these shows are on at the
Atlanta.
same time. It's
I gotta watch
absurd.
Atlanta.
It's absurd.
I feel like there's another amazing show I was watching, but now I don't remember what it was. Oh well. Oh well.
Oh well. I think
What We Do in
Rotten.
the Shadows
If
is good.
if
Oh.
I was CEO of Rotten Tomatoes,
Only Murders in the Building. That was really good.
nice. If I was the CEO of Rotten Tomatoes right now, Isla, I would make 3 out of 5s no longer fresh. Those are rotten. Those are rotten. 3.5 out of 5 for a fresh. Because you see these 100% movies at 3 out of 5, 3 out of 5.
Yeah.
100%.
It's perfect. It's a perfect film.
Flawed system.
It is all 10s.
Sorted out Rotten Tomatoes. Too much power.
It's-
Too much power.
Well, but it's like being a personality on the internet, right? It's like people's interpretation is flawed. You know?
Yeah.
Like, it bothers me when people are wrong about what Rotten Tomatoes means.
Yes.
Like, it's not 100% doesn't mean it's a perfect movie.
Yes.
It means that
You are
100%,
correct.
according to their system, have passed in the pass-fail of Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah. Well, they need to make it more clear for the people who have no idea what the hell it is.
They should have like a flashing banner that says like, here's how this works.
Yeah, they should have something.
Yeah.
Anyway. It's a personal gripe. It's a very
'Cause it's
personal. It is my Jones gripe.
It's weird because it makes it seem like more movies should be fresh, or maybe I guess a bunch of movies are fresh because it seems like a lot of movies aren't getting 2.5s, you know?
Yeah.
But I guess a lot of systems are out of 5, so a lot of people do give 2s.
Yeah. 2 out of 4 though
Yeah.
is like bad.
Is
but
that a fresh?
2 out of 4 is rotten, I think. But 3 out of 5 is fresh. It makes no sense.
That's weird.
Yeah. 3 out of 5s. Get them out, dude.
But I
Change the
guess-
system.
But I guess on a 5-star, 2.5 is 50%, and that would be rotten too.
Yeah.
So a 2.5 on a 5-star would be rotten just as a 2 is on a 4. So it's like if you're giving it a 50%.
Yeah. It all comes from this deep issue of like everyone is just obsessed with a number.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
a game comes out. What's the number? What, you know, just like
Yeah,
the
yeah.
number, putting everything in a box of like good, bad, high number, low number.
Even our own reviews that I don't
Yeah.
cut.
Yeah. You just like
I'll
go
skip
to the
to
store.
the end. and be
Exactly.
like,
Yeah.
Oh, Huber gave it a 7. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's how it is.
That's how it is nowadays.
Should we talk about FMVs?
Let's do it. Take
Okay.
us away. I know nothing.
I love them. They're fun. Off the top of your dome, favorite game with FMV in it?
Resident Evil.
Oh my god. Original Resident Evil intro
Yeah.
is a ludicrous FMV.
Joseph!
I
The, like,
forgot
bad
that.
ADR.
I forgot that until I was watching, I think, a Sphere Hunter video. I was trying to show Sophia the like story of Resident Evil.
Nice.
And it starts with that because the director's cut got rid of that, right? It's in game.
The director's cut has it. There's like a sense. It's like censored. One of them is censored.
I thought the director's cut was CG.
The remake. The remake is CG.
Oh, right. The
GameCube
remake. That's
Yeah.
what I was thinking of.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, that great answer. So I asked our patrons in the $7 and up Patreon tiers, the film club, a series of questions. And normally a lot of times I'll break them out into different parts, but I'll just get we'll just go through each person and see if they responded to stuff.
Nice. Shout out to Zach Wojnar on vacation in Poland. He told me last night.
Okay. So I asked, what's your favorite FMV game? Do FMV games count as movies? And then below that is, what about games that are almost entirely video like Immortality or interactive films such as Black Mirror Bandersnatch? Like, is that a game? Is that a movie? Is it both? It's obviously both. What's the most iconic FMV performance? We're looking for Tim Curry in Command and Conquer or whatever when he goes,
my God.
Space!
Oh my God.
The last place not corrupted by capitalism. Space!
Command and Conquer, I forgot. Those are so good.
Is that Red Alert? Is that what that is?
Oh my God.
And then I asked, what is the future of FMV? And then I always say, anything else you'd like to discuss? And then I say, we're filming Thursday, which was a lie because baby had tummy trouble. Little Hubie had some tummy trouble, so we delayed it. It turns out a week because it was a busy weekend. Okay, why does the mouse keep doing that? Is there somebody in there? There's a ghost in there. Zach Wojnar. I love games that use live action in some capacity. Remedy is great at this, from the graphic novel cutscenes of Max Payne 1 and 2 to Bright Falls vignettes of Alan Wake, and of course, the Threshold kids from Control. Hell yeah. Well, some argue Quantum Break went a bit too far with its TV show side plot. I thought it was a great way to enhance the world building and tie in with the main story. And it's great to see known Hollywood actors like Sean Ashmore and Lance Reddick across the game and the show. Love Lance. Shout out. I once interviewed Lance Reddick, and he lamented that he was supposed to have a much larger role in Quantum Break sequels that were never produced. Suffice to say, I'll be pleased but not surprised if and when he appears in Alan Wake 2 or Control 2. Mm-hmm. I also like Telling Lies, the game, not necessarily Telling Lies. I'm too righteous to tell lies. Also, remember the first scene of Metal Gear Solid 4 where you can flip through a few channels showing different TV shows and ads for the PMC armies?
Hell yeah.
That was awesome.
Quantum
Nice.
Break, that is a funny one because it was so separate.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of these games,
Yeah.
it's like, it's all integrated.
yeah.
Yeah, so that's an interesting one. I remember not liking those episodes because they were just like,
You just sit there.
they were just poor. There was just like a bad TV show, you know?
Yeah.
Wouldn't be surprised if Lance Reddick, though, shows up somehow.
The Control stuff, I liked the way they did that with the
Darling.
Darling and the little videos, and like the director showing up kind of like ethereally above you as you're doing stuff. That was all cool.
Were you going to play Alan Wake 2?
I don't know. Probably.
Did you play 1 or no?
Yeah, some of it.
Okay.
I don't think I beat it.
Okay. You should go back to it.
I mean, I liked it.
Yeah. You should definitely go
There's
back.
that remake I could play. Did that come out already?
Remaster, yeah.
Remaster?
Yeah, easy way to play.
Yeah.
Easy way.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Is that on? What's that on?
I think everything.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
The Control universe.
Yeah, it is.
So hype.
Controliverse.
I need to replay Control right now. I'm
The
in the mood.
CCU.
Yeah.
Dude,
I'm
I love
ready.
Control. I never did the Alan Wake DLC.
DLC. It'll be there.
DLC.
When that moment comes. Boot it back up.
Boot it. Yeah, cause I mean, it's an interesting point because Quantum Break, was like, here's a game and then here's a show.
Yeah.
Whereas like I grew up with Myst or Seventh Guest or these games where it was like, here's a game with like little FMV elements, literally like green screened into the world. You know?
Yeah.
Which I love the look and feel of that. It's so quaint to me. It's like one of my favorite things.
Is it called Siberia with a C, this game? Isla, my most memorable thing my brother and I used to say from a game. This game came with our computer. Yeah, it's called Siberia.
Whoa.
Siberia.
Whoa.
And I'm pretty sure there's like live action cutscenes, and this guy is like, where the hell are my Rolaids? They're just like, my brother and I just like died of laughter. We didn't even know what the hell Rolaids were. Just the way he said it.
That reminds me of a thing that they found in Red Letter Media. There was this guy who's eating a bunch of Tums, and he's like, I gotta have a Tums festival in my stomach or whatever, because he's like just eating so many Tums.
Oh my god. Sounds painful.
Yeah, I think it would not be good for you. You can also get like calcium buildups and get kidney stones if you use Tums too much.
Fuck.
Don't abuse Tums, kids.
Yeah.
Here we go. Logan Tawase.
Red Alert 3.
All I can really say on this topic is that Command and Conquer is the peak use of FMV, with the Red Alert 3 being the best mainly because of Tim Curry. It was question number 2. We got there. Tim Curry.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, no, there live chat. There's a Siberia with an S, which is a different
Siberia
thing.
with a C.
It's like Cyber Ia.
Yeah. It was one of the very first.
It looked like Descent, kind of. It had like a ship on the cover.
Yeah.
The thing that he was talking about.
It was one of the very first PC games we ever played. It like came on our like family computer.
God.
Yeah, just never forget that
The
game.
vibes, dude.
Yeah.
The vibes.
Seriously. It's gnarly.
Did you play Immortality at all?
Not yet.
You gotta play it.
Before Goaties, for sure.
Really curious what you'll think.
Yeah,
of it.
this one looked the most interesting by far.
Oh, it is. Yeah.
Did not
his.
like Her Story.
I liked Her Story fine.
yeah.
Telling Lies I never played.
Same. I never played that one. Yeah, and Her Story was like, I've never really found the right one because it's like, it's kind of like there are better movies and there are better video games. And every FMV game I've played is like not the best at either of those things. There's better games and there's better movies out there.
Yeah, maybe.
That's always kind of my headspace. And it's just because I haven't really found the right one.
Yeah. I mean, I classify them as kind of a different thing
Yeah.
entirely. Like, to me, I grew up with FMV stuff, so I really appreciate it. And I've
Yeah.
always wanted to make one.
Please.
Oh, my God. It
Oh
would be,
my God,
It would be so much
please.
fun.
Wow.
But, like, to me, it's like a different thing, kind of. It's like a third thing.
That is the headspace I need to
Yeah.
readjust
Yeah,
to
yeah,
get
yeah,
into
yeah,
that
yeah.
headspace.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta be down for, it depends on what game you're playing, but like down for like a weird, quaint little,
Yeah.
like, cause like the older ones like Harvester and like Night Trap.
Night Trap,
And,
that
like-
was another terrible one. We
Yeah, but
streamed
like
that thing.
you put your head into like a
Yeah.
B-movie space.
Yeah.
But you're interacting with it.
Yeah.
And it's like probably because it's old, it's gonna be unfair and really, really obtuse, you know?
Yeah.
Like put your head in that space and it's like, okay, I'm here to have some fun, you know?
Chill. What do you think the best entry point is? What would you advise?
For you right now?
Immortality.
Immortality. Yeah. Yeah. Because Immortality is like its own special thing.
Cool.
What's also weird about Immortality is in game it doesn't tell you what you're really meant to be doing.
Cool.
You're just like
go.
kind of. I mean, it says sort of like this is an interactive machine that allows you to reassemble and piece through these films and related footage.
Cool.
But it doesn't say like what you're kind of trying to do is like what
there
happened
a-
to that actor, like what happened to all these people, like, you know.
Is there a warning in the beginning of the game that's like, yo, this is disturbing?
Yeah. There's a content warning. I like the way they do it because it's like, hey, we recommend looking at the content warning in the main menu, but they don't say anything right there. So you go and look at the content
you
warning.
have to look at it.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Which is nice because like if you are triggered by certain things and don't want to see that,
Yeah.
like it's great to have the warning.
Yeah.
But if you aren't and
Yeah.
don't want any spoilers or any inkling at all of what's gonna come,
Yeah, me, yeah.
then
Really hard
it
to
doesn't
trigger me.
show it to you. So it's a cool, I think, a good smart way to do it.
Sick.
But yeah, it goes places.
Okay.
It is an adult
100%
game
I will play it for sure, no matter
for
what.
grown-ups.
Before this year is out, no matter what, I will play.
David Warren, the Sherlock game on Sega CD was mind-blowing for me. My mom actually rented the game and system. Hell yeah.
That reminds me of Mad Dog McCree. Is that an FMV game?
I know
Does
the
that
name,
count?
but I don't remember.
It was the 6-shooter Western, and,
Yeah, yeah.
but it's like real people. You're like, bam, does that count?
Sure.
Count it.
Like Mortal Kombat counts in my book.
Shit.
You know? Anything counts. I don't care. If you want to talk about it, we're talking about it. My mom actually rented the game and system and invited her friends over to play it like a dinner party.
Wow.
Which was pretty mind-blowing to me as a kid in the 90s. Too bad the disc was scratched and we could never beat it. Oh, besides that, Command & Conquer, Wing Commander, etc. Oh, Wing Commander, dude. Shout out. I loved Wing Commander as a
Holy
kid.
shit. My buddy had Wing Commander, and we would stay up all night.
Yeah, dude. My dad and I would play Wing Commander. Sick.
Isn't there a...
Dude, now I want
What's
to
the
get
spiritual
Sherlock
successor?
Holmes and Sega CD. There is a spiritual successor to Wing Commander,
Yeah.
and I don't remember.
It wasn't like Supreme Commander, right? It was different.
I do feel like it went into space. Weren't there like tiger people like in Twilight Imperium eventually in Wing Commander?
I think so.
Am I getting all my wires crossed
I
here?
think so, maybe, yeah.
Mark Hamill was in Wing Commander 3, I've learned
Sick.
from live chat.
Nice.
That's pretty awesome. Isan Chor, Rip Sierra, yeah. I'm more of an 80s drawn point-and-click games guy. Discworld, Day of the Tentacle, etc. Those are great. So I've only
Yeah.
seen FMV games from afar, especially because I didn't have a CD-ROM drive for a long time. Based on how much action I take I consider FMV games as games, while I see visual novel games as anime/cartoon/
Pause.
series.
Wait, okay. So, FMV game is a game, but a visual novel
is a
is a cartoon.
/anime/series.
Even
/
though
manga, perhaps?
even though fundamentally you're doing the same thing.
And one has people and the other one doesn't.
Okay. I like that take though. Interesting. With the advances in realistic 3D, I find FMV to be too late. Yeah, real life doesn't look good anymore.
Real life. Well, and it's that's the thing. That's the weird thing with FMV stuff, right? Is like your budget can really show, because if just like in a movie, right? Like if you don't have the ace budget and you your eyes were too big for your stomach, so to speak, and you planned this huge grandiose thing, you could have pulled that off in Unreal 5, but you can't pull it off because you don't have the sets to build an entire future city for your FMV game if you're trying to shoot practically, you know? So it's like you gotta make the choices for your narrative that makes sense. And that's why I think stuff like Immortality or Her Story are cool, because like the conceit is built in, where it's like, in Her Story, it's like you're looking at this old computer. You can even see the reflection of like the lights in the room you're in, quote unquote. Like that's cool. Or like Observation. I'm on Observation Duty 5 or whatever, where it's like you're looking through security camera footage, which those I think are. I only played it once, but it's like that's CG, graphics.
Yeah.
But you could do an FMV game like that, and it would make total sense. Like you're looking at security camera footage. Like that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Like. I love it.
Isn't there a game like that?
I mean, there's games where you're looking at security camera footage, but I don't know if there's an FMV game where you're looking at security camera footage.
It's intense.
Unless I'm on observation duty. Was FMV?
You could make
I don't think it was.
You could make some pretty
some
sick shit with FMV.
You could. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
This is what I'm saying.
Sick content.
I love FMV.
You sick freaks.
You sick freaks.
I mean, Night Trap, yeah, they like did it, right? Like that was their idea. Just like, let's get sick.
Yeah. Games that Isan became aware of, though. Phantasmagoria 1 and 2, Gabriel Knight, Tex Murphy, shit, yeah.
Great title. I didn't know that.
What?
A Puzzle of Flesh.
Phantasmagoria 2, A Puzzle of Flesh.
Great title.
That is badass,
yeah,
dude.
it is.
Hey, Joey. Live person just stepped in. Tex Murphy was great. We had Under the Killing Moon, but I think I was too young to play it. Or, no, we had it, but it didn't work on our computer. So there's always this disc of this cool-looking Tex Murphy guy in like all red with the moon behind him, and it was taunting me.
Yeah.
And I could never play it.
Damn it.
I gotta like find it and play it. Star Wars Rebel Assault,
Redemption.
Mortal Kombat, and Night Trap. Yeah. Tyler Travis, the seventh guest. Hell yeah. Was their favorite game for years. I really dug into the 11th Hour, but to a lesser extent. 11th Hour, same deal. We had it. My dad bought it. It didn't work on our computer. I think our computer at that point was too new, so it couldn't run it because the game was too old.
Damn it!
Like that was the landscape back then. Oh my god!
Yeah, that reminds me. I love when I used to play Commandos Behind Enemy Lines.
Hell yeah!
One of my favorite games, and I remember when I tried to play it on a newer computer, because I had it, and then we got a new family computer like way later. I went back to it, and the computer was too good, so the game ran at like 8x speed. So the characters were like zoop, 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 and you couldn't slow it down.
So
they had what the hell is this?
I think that's like the frame pacing was like locked to the CPU or whatever.
Yes.
That's so funny. Yeah. That's so funny. Tyler Travis asked if anyone played Soldier Boys with a Z based on the 97 movie. I read that Darren Aronofsky directed the FMV pieces, and I've never been able to find it.
Oh my
I've never even
God.
heard of that.
Wow. I must find this. Dude.
Fun fact, Tyler created a choose-your-own-adventure FMV game using Director in college named Pawns. Like everything else at the time, it was a poor Tarantino ripoff set to a DJ Shadow soundtrack. I love that.
Look at this box art
So I've seen that.
Holy
I've seen that
shit.
box.
Holy shit.
I recognize the Soldier Boys.
Oh my god, Darren Aronofsky's listed on this.
Holy crap.
Oh my god.
That's
The Soldier
so
Boys
funny.
game received a score of 0 out of 5 from Computer Game Strategy Plus, who called it, quote, one of the worst games to ship in the last few years, one that has no redeeming qualities. No current shooter is nearly as bad as this game.
Someone please
Oh
recommend
my
this for Trash
God.
Babies, please.
GameSpot, dude, 3.8 out of 10. Criticized characters as unrelatable, crosshairs as laggy, and the jungle scenes as, quote, a blurry mass of pixels. You're better off renting a John Woo flick.
What? Shade on John Woo, dude. What?
No, it's like you're better off renting it than shelling out money for this.
That's so funny.
Wow.
Shout out to
This is
Soldier
relevant.
Boys.
The 0 out of 5 for Computer Gaming World, quote, this just might be the game that drives a stake into the heart of FMV. Wow.
That
Wow.
Well, that's an interesting point because back then that's a sentiment that I think you would see a lot of, like in like PC Gamer or whatever. Is like, is this finally the end of FMV?
Yeah.
Or like, like things are moving beyond FMV. Like we have
Yeah.
the technology, and it's like it was always. That's why FMV feels like a kitschy little fun thing to me because
Yeah.
it's like
It shouldn't
it's-
exist
It's
or
that thing
something.
that keeps trying to like get killed,
Yeah.
And it's like, no, FMV is like a cute little thing, and it's wonderful.
$40 on eBay.
$40, dude. I would shell that out. I would shell that out for
We
a
should
Trash Babies.
stream that. Oh my
I would shell that
God.
out for a Trash Babies. Dude, what was that game we played? That PlayStation game. It was a full FMV game. It was like there was like a girl.
Yeah.
It might have been named after
Yeah, it was
her.
It was her name, chat.
Yeah.
Like Rebecca or
Yeah, something like
Erica.
that. Erica.
Erica.
That one was all right.
That one was
one
alright. I
was
forgot
alright.
about that.
I liked that one.
That was sick, actually.
Yeah, see?
Yeah. And that was full FMV.
And there's a horror one called like As Dark Falls or something like that, where you're like in a
Nice.
hotel with like a psycho guy, and he's like chasing you all around. It's really intense. You would like it. It's very scary.
Jesus.
All right, Garrett
Yeah.
Hallfish.
Oh, dude, I want to play an FMV game tonight.
Dude, Immortality.
Yeah, I want to play it tonight.
Immortality tonight.
Seriously.
Garrett Hallfish. I've always loved the FMV moments in Remedy games. Whether it's Nightfalls and Alan Wake,
Yeah.
the video messages in Controller, full-on episodes in Quantum Break, they've really sucked me in. And their games hold up enough graphically that the FMV segments never distract from the in-game visuals.
Apparently I need to go back and check out these Quantum Break episodes again because that's the second person
People
praising
liked them.
Yeah.
Maybe you just weren't ready.
I wasn't ready.
You weren't ready.
Yeah. I should go back.
Wasn't there another game that
'Cause I
tried,
gave
like
the game a good
Divergence or something? Divergent?
That's that.
There was some
movie.
other, yeah. Oh, what am I thinking of? There was some other thing that tried to do the like game show thing, game and show thing. Targray. Well, I love FMV games. I really appreciate games using FMV sequences without fully relying on them. The commercials in MSG4 come to mind, or the military stock footage in other Metal Gear games, or like when the radar changes at the end of 2. It's just like a picture of some lady or whatever. That blew my mind at the time.
Kojima, dude.
Or what about the little live-action skating openings of Tony Hawk games? Yeah.
Oh, hell
In
yeah.
the recent Age of Empires 4, they even put a whole real-life docu-series in the campaign. Are you serious?
I've been playing Age of Empires 4
There's
and
a
it is
documentary in
so
there?
good. Wow.
That's cool. Nick H, my first that came to mind and where I mostly got my FMV fill in the early days was the CNC series, Command and Conquer. Lovely performances from Tim Curry, Michael Ironside, Joseph Kucan, James Earl Jones, among others. Good memories. Yeah, those are they got some big names in those. Talking about FMV game, film and games, you should check out Underdog Detective if you haven't. I haven't. They filmed that as a choose-your-own-adventure style interactive story game on the same set they filmed the show it's based on. Don't know exactly how the storylines intertwine, but I believe it acts as a prequel. Anyway, a kind of brilliant way for multiple uses of the same set, and I think it could be explored further. Yeah, that is a cool idea. Underdog Detective. I don't even know what that is. What?
Next comment.
DRD7 and 14. I hope you guys bring up the FMVs in Star Wars Dark Forces 2 Jedi Knight.
Yo.
They're legendary and sorely missed.
Fucking forgot about these. Oh my god.
I don't think I ever played this one.
Dude, there's some freak Sith with like the Star Trek guy, this thing.
Yeah.
He's got like the
visor.
Yeah. So good. Like legit gritty Star Wars live action cutscenes. And at the time that came out, Star Wars wasn't oversaturated.
Yeah.
So it was like this gift. Amazing pull. I forgot all about that. Yeah, because they dropped those in the later ones. So sick. Dark Forces 2, Jedi Outcast, Jedi Academy. That's the
Okay, yeah.
yeah. Because are Dark Forces
Decanonized?
on anything?
Oh.
Y'all are making me want to play so many fucking games today.
Yeah.
Stop. Oh my god.
That was the hope for this episode, is just to raise awareness of FMV games. Get everyone hyped about all of them.
Yeah. Yeah, this is like more games have it than I
Dude, it was like
even
the
thought.
thing. It was like
Yeah.
the thing for a minute in the 90s.
Yeah.
Like,
Dark Forces is animated. Yeah, the first Dark Forces is, right? But Dark Forces 2 has
never
that
played
shit.
it.
Yeah. The dude with the he looks cool. He's all like bald and shit.
Oh, that guy.
Yeah.
Well, wait, the guy I'm thinking of doesn't have that over his eyes, though. It's just like the weird ear cups.
Oh, okay.
The cyborg guy.
Yeah.
RF Switch cracks knuckles. All right, kids, settle in. Auntie RF is going to drop an extra weird game on y'all. So a long time ago, I was given a 96 PC game called Toonstruck. I remember this. It is a point-and-click adventure in which you play as a failing animator played by Christopher Lloyd. And
What's
is
the Brad
pulled-
Pitt movie?
Cool World.
Cool World. Okay.
He's pulled into his own creation to save the world from an evil dictator who is trying to turn the world into a place filled with nightmares with his mutagen beam.
Mutagen
beam, dude.
Perfect.
Now, that idea is really cool, and the world itself has some really amazing set pieces and characters, but what's really striking about it is that Christopher Lloyd is the only character that is live action, human, and everything else is a Western cartoon. So it's like
Awesome.
opposite of Who Framed Roger
Yeah.
Rabbit. Moreover, my stepfather knows one of the storyboard artists, and he was sent a book on the storyboards from the game, along with some storyboards for the Earthworm Jim animated series. I thumbed through the Toonstruck book, and it was wild, especially after beating the game and knowing what was cut from the storyboards. The cast also includes Tim Curry, Dom DeLuise, holy shit, David Ogden Stiers, Rob Paulson, and Dan Castanella. What a cast. If you ever get a chance to look up the game, do so. It's a wild time for a game that has the classic point-and-click adventure game energy. Awesome. Dude, I really want to play. I was aware of this game, but I never played it.
Toonstruck. How much?
Yeah. Oh, I bet you used $35. He's looking it up. He's looking it up.
It's on Steam, dude.
It's on Steam,
oh my
dude.
god, it's $10.
$10
It's fucking on Steam. You can just buy it right now.
Oh shit!
Christopher Lloyd in an electric chair.
We're streaming it.
We're
streaming it. Released in 2016.
Yeah.
Interplay. Who redid it? Who updated it?
Developer Burst.
Dude,
Crazy.
this is a stream,
it's
dude.
Here and it's 10.
This is a stream, dude.
Amazing.
That sounds hype.
First review recommended.
Yeah. Hell yeah, dude. D's butts.
Very, very cool.
I think the player's control over the
Add
pacing.
another game to the list.
Yeah. And order of scenes and her story and immortality specifically make them fall in the video game category. Bandersnatch is a bit more fuzzy as the director still controls everything. The person watching only chooses which predetermined path they want to see. Mm-hmm. True. When Clue was in theaters, this is great. This is a good point. Did the alternate endings make it a game for whoever picked which ending to run? Was the audience watching a game even if they weren't aware of the choice? Choosing a very distinct path is not enough interactivity to make it a game for me. Yeah, totally.
Yeah, you have to be like doing more than.
It's on GOG too? Okay, cool.
Yeah. The if you're just choosing like A or B, it doesn't count.
It's a choose your own adventure.
Yeah. But if you do anything more than that, if you do any kind of puzzle solving or like anything outside of like this way or this way, I think it's game.
Yeah. I mean, it's getting more and more murky, which I love. I'm thinking about We Are OFK, which is basically an interactive TV show.
Last night.
Where you interact, like, you have a or B choice every, like, minute or two.
Sick.
And, like, that's it. Besides the music videos where you can like move stuff around, but it doesn't impact anything.
Yeah. I gotta play that. You told me to play that.
It's cute.
There was a
I think
headline
you'd
last
like
night
it.
that said, if you love Life is Strange and Night in the Woods, play We Are OFK. And I'm like, I love both of those.
Yeah, I think you'd dig it. Ba 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 Rob Bob Will. I don't know how iconic it is, but I always adored the performance of Gen in Riven. Yes! Riven, the sequel to Myst. Sorry, I was like yelling through that. I always adored the performance of Gen in Riven, the sequel to Myst. For some odd reason, whenever I would watch Tywin Lannister, I would be reminded of Gen. Yeah, dude. Very similar vibes, in my opinion, and great villains in both of them. Cold, calculating, but also helps you on your journey in an attempt to persuade you to his side. And all of that character is packed into just 2 or 3 5-minute cutscenes.
So
Impressive.
sick.
Dude, Riven is so good and so hard. Probably the hardest to Myst for sure.
Is
like,
it direct sequel?
It's the sequel to Myst, yeah. All of them are, all the Myst games are in the same universe.
How many are there now?
Myst, Riven, Myst 3, Exile.
It goes Myst to Riven to Myst 3?
Myst, Riven. It's Myst, Riven, the sequel to Myst.
That's what it's called?
Yeah.
That's funny.
It's literally called Riven, the sequel to Myst.
That's funny, okay.
Then it's Myst 3, Exile, I believe. And then Myst 4, End of Ages, Myst 5, Revelations, or maybe it's Myst 4, Revelations, and Myst 5, End of Ages. And then Uru.
Uru.
Which then became Myst Online.
And that was the last one.
Yeah.
And how long ago was that?
10 years.
So it's been like 10 years, no new
And then
Myst.
they came out with Abduction, which is not a Myst game.
Spiritual successor kind of thing?
Kind of. And then they're working on Figment right now. Filament?
Same crew
Cyan.
that worked on
Cyan
Myst?
Worlds, yeah.
Awesome. So maybe after this
Robin
one, they'll go
Miller and
back
all those
to...
guys. Maybe.
I just want to see you get hyped on a new Myst.
Oh, dude, I would lose my mind.
Yeah.
I would lose my mind. Firmament, maybe? Firmament. That feels
I
right.
want to see you pop off, dude.
Oh,
to
yeah.
Myst.
I'm jazzed on Firmament. They've re-released Myst like 800 times. Like, there's Myst on everything. There's like Myst VR is really cool. They just added hand tracking, so you don't even have to use controllers. Those things with your hands. Anyway, hell yeah! Shout out to Tywin Lannister. I forgot that was him. That's so good. Alexander Zirianov. I think if we want to draw the line between movies and video games, then presence of live actors on screen should not be a criterion. Otherwise, Remedy will be making movies and Pixar will be making games. True. We shouldn't look at things like acting, The Last of Us, and BBC documentaries. Production process, Gravity was shot on a small soundstage, etc. The only criteria that makes sense, I think, is whether this is a passive or active experience. Therefore, FMV games do not count as movies, including Black Mirror Bandersnatch.
Great.
So an opposite opinion, kind of, than the person up here.
Yeah.
The real tea is like, doesn't really matter what you call it, but it's like, I love them.
That's it. You love it?
But it is an interesting kind of just thought process of like, what am I doing here? Am I playing a game or am I watching a movie?
Yeah.
Kind of both, I guess.
Yeah.
Vieranto, out of the more recent ones, 5 Dates 2020 was a pretty fun little game. Oh, is that the one? You're Vinny and you're trying digital dating with 5 possible female matches. Yeah, okay. That is the one. It was where you're trying to go on a date. I think I bought that one but never played it. Late Shift 2016. I saw this one too. Also had its moments. It's sort of a short thriller with different endings, etc. I'd love to play Her Story someday. I've heard so much good about it. It's good. Super Sushi. Mm-hmm. Love FMV games. The best I've played so far has to be Her Story. Haven't gotten Immortality yet. The intriguing story, convincing performance, and innovative gameplay make it a standout in the genre, in my opinion. Among my other favorites are Phantasmagoria 1 and 2, insane point-and-click horror games with a classic B-movie overacting. We should play those two during October.
Yeah. Have we ever played those?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I've played a little of Phantasmagoria 1 back in the day, but classic B-movie overacting, which in my mind is synonymous with this genre. Seventh Guest is it's one of my favorite games of all time, and it's like the acting is ridiculous. Also, some of the puzzles are run-killingly hard. Like the osmosis puzzle is basically impossible. Plus a surprising amount of gore. Shout out to The Complex, a sci-fi thriller FMV in which you play as a scientist who's locked down during a bioweapon attack in London trying to find a cure. Very fun game. The Complex. I don't know if I'm aware of that one. That's very cool. Most iconic performance is Chris Jones in the Tex Murphy series. His dry wit perfectly fits the hard-boiled detective archetype. Fun noir sci-fi point-and-click games in case you haven't played them. I'm aware of Tex Murphy. I always wanted to play them, but I haven't. Shout out also goes to Night Trap for making politicians go, video games are evil. Iconic work. Yeah, true. Everyone freaked out about that because I think it had like a girl on it in the cover. Pie in the Sky for Dream for FMVs, in my opinion, would be a holodeck from Star Trek. Oh, hell yeah. Being able to replace any character in a movie and playing the story from their perspective embodies the concept of FMV games in their final form. Imagine being Thanos during the snap. Oh my god. More likely, though, I think FMV games will remain in their niche, only breaking into the more mainstream consciousness with games like Her Story, who offer an interesting gameplay twist, or games like Super Seducer, which get picked up by streamers for the lulz. I'm unaware of Super Seducer. What is it? Google that.
Super Seducer.
Yeah. I mean, I have a guess. Would you like to star in an FMV game? Hell yeah. If yes, what kind of game? I'm going to make one. If yes, what kind of game / story would you like to star in? Also, Hubert, I'm sorry if you mentioned it before, but did you like the Better Call Saul finale? He loved it.
One of my favorite episodes of TV of all time.
Yeah.
This Super Seducer is $3. Learn state-of-the-art seduction secrets from the master himself, Richard LaRuina, in this incredibly valuable live-action seduction simulator.
Oh my god.
This looks insane. Looks like an insane video game.
Jesus. So it's like the game or something? Like learning like pickup artist tricks?
Of all time, very positive, 84%.
I bet it is.
It's
Crazy.
like $3 right now.
If I were to make an FMV game or star in one, something like really mysterious and like, I mean, Immortality was really cool. Like something that has like a little bit of a magical or horror edge to it.
Mm-hmm.
That would be really cool.
I'd watch.
Would you ever want to be in an FMV game?
If it was you making one, yeah.
I mean, if I'm making one, I'll probably have to put a lot of you in it.
Yeah.
Cold Smith, what's your favorite FMV game? Honestly, I'm far less familiar with these FMV games. Just haven't played a lot of them. I really love the Centennial Case, the Square Enix detective game, and Telling Lies is really good. I also enjoy watching all the Easy Ally streams of FMV games. I, being Isla's age, am also very aware of Jack Thompson flip-outs in the 90s against stuff like Night Trap and MK due to it looking too real and being dangerous to the minds of kids and all that malarkey. Also, do games like D and Dragon's Lair count? Not live action, but same vibes, really. Same vibes for sure. I still want to play D.
D-hype.
It's like one of my all-time games I've wanted to play forever.
Hell yeah.
Do FMV games count as movies? What about games that are almost entirely... Oh, wait. I'm reading my own prompt. Blah, blah, blah. Skip that. We've already talked about that. Most iconic FMV performance is when you shot when that kid shot you in Harvester.
Oh my god. Insane.
That was amazing. Check out Trash Babies if you don't know what we're talking about.
One of the most insane
Harvester.
things I've ever experienced in a game. That was fucking nuts.
Trash Babies Harvester chat.
My god.
Viewers, listeners. Incredible video game. What the hell? We did a Trash Babies on it. Yeah.
More shocking than The Last of Us, honestly. I was shocked.
Yeah.
I was like, what?
They also want to know who watches The Watchmen. I watched the hell out of the
God,
series.
Watchmen.
But also no one. Isn't that the point?
Yeah.
That
That's
they've
the
got
whole point.
they've got no one to hold them accountable.
Yep.
Conrad.
Need Rorschach to crack the case.
This prompt made my mind go straight to Seventh Guest, and it's probably the most iconic FMV game of the 90s. Hell yeah. However, I've never actually played it. And having watched the opening sequence on YouTube, I'm kind of glad I never did. Oh, aside from Myst, which is amazing, I never really got into the genre, but highly enjoyed the FMV sequences in games like Resident Evil, Inscription, and Command and Conquer.
Oh my god, Inscription. 10.
Yeah, good
10
stuff.
out of 10.
Which brings me to the most iconic performance. Has to be Tim Curry as Premier Anatoly Chardenko in Red Alert 3. Shout out to Joseph K. Kukan. Am I saying his last name right? As Kane.
Kane.
Yeah, that character is nuts.
So legendary.
The original CNC, so much camp and over the top joyous acting. You could really tell that Curry struggles back to hold back a hearty belly laugh in every scene. Just grade A, getting paid and laughing all the way to the bank performance. Speaking of the borderland between movies and FMV, between 1994 and 95, Swedish public service broadcast 2 seasons of a drama show called Du Bestämmer, which means you decide, where each episode presented a moral dilemma with
Fucking
2
Black
choices.
Mirror.
The viewers would then vote over telephone to decide the outcome, which would then be revealed the following episode. I love stuff like that.
That is some Black Mirror vibes.
That is amazing.
I'm nervous.
Oh, that's so good.
You decide.
Oh, man. They think that FMV genre has an interesting future as it's been more and more as a creative tool by independent devs with fresh ideas than a budget for gimmick reasons, I think, in place of CGI cutscenes. Yeah, that's what I am excited about too, is that now, whereas in the old days it felt like sometimes it was a budget choice.
Yeah.
Now somebody who's making an FMV game because they love FMV games.
Yeah, passion project.
Yeah.
For sure. Great call.
And
Great
it's
call.
like, I love that about it.
Yep.
And also as a filmmaker and a video game enthusiast,
yeah.
I love both. And like, I really want to make an FMV game.
Yes.
I really want to. I need that idea though. I've been thinking through a bunch. I thought maybe like an alien abduction one might be funny.
Oh my God, yes. Starring David Duchovny
Yeah. Well, that already
and
happened.
Gillian Anderson.
Remember the movie Evolution? They already did that bit.
Damn it.
Kind of. Mellow Fellow. Highly recommend anyone who likes FMV implementation to play this year's Not for Broadcast. Oh, yeah, I've heard of that. Guinness World Record for most FMV footage in a game. Wow. But it's not quantity over quality. It's a genuinely good game where you play as a broadcast control operator and basically work the news with branching story paths and has about 15 different endings. Cannot recommend it enough. It's one of my favorite games this year. I've wanted to play that. What?
Insane year for indies.
Was that this year? I thought that was earlier. But I think I remember Damiani streamed it or something. Everyone was
Really?
saying that I should play it because as like I do live switching as a part of my job. But
Came out this year, January.
wow, maybe it was early access before.
Insane. Best year ever.
Steam. Oh, it was on Steam earlier this year. Okay.
Crazy.
Tokyo Slim, last one. I did some community beta testing for Sierra back in the 90s, and Phantasmagoria 2, A Puzzle of Flesh, was one of them. I love Phantasmagoria 1, and while 2 had a great S&M kink / 9 Inch Nails kind of vibe to it, hell yeah. Mechanically, it was the height of the obtuse point and click. Oh, you didn't look at the picture 3 times in Chapter 2? Now you can't open a door in Chapter 6, lol. Also
the
Mortal
worst.
Kombat. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, Tokyo
Hell
Slam.
yeah. Patron saint of Easy Allies. That's it. That'll do it.
That's it.
So yeah, I mean, obviously my favorites are like Myst, Seventh Guest,
Yeah.
Immortality was really good. Oh, FMV games, I love you. I just get like fall vibes. I'm getting really fall vibes right now.
Sure.
In general in my life. Cutting Mysterious Monsters, I was getting big fall vibes. I'm really
October,
excited
right
for
around the
I'm
corner.
really excited for Halloween coming up. I just love it. I love it. I love it. And FMV like almost always gives me fall vibes.
I like that.
You know? Like loose horror,
Yeah.
but like cozy horror usually
Yeah.
FMV.
I feel that.
Fall vibes.
Fall. The Fall with Gillian Anderson.
The Fall with Lee Pace.
Good one. Both great.
Both great. Thank you to everyone for watching, listening. Thank you everyone watching along live with us on the behind the scenes tier. If you are interested in getting in on our film club, just be a $7 or up patron. Behind the scenes is $20 and up. But thank you anyway for watching or listening. Be sure to rate our podcast on the audio service of your listening that you're listening on. If you like it, it really helps the show.
Rate it.
If you're watching it on YouTube, give it a like and subscribe and ring the bell and all that. It helps the channel a lot. Thank you so much, everybody. We have shout outs, one of our higher tiers on Patreon, where we shout out these beautiful people: Jabawabs, Elthanis, Greg the Dark Knight Kettering, and Anna Croth. Shout
out.
Thank you very much. And we will see you again next month for another exciting reaction shots. It's October. It's going to be so much fun. It's like the best time of the year for movies and shit.
Yes.
Woo!
TV, though. Can't stop it this year.
I've heard it's one of the best years for
stop
TV
it.
in history.
It really is. It really is. It is stone cold the best year.
Love that. All right, bye.